If you're a high-achieving professional who goes to bed exhausted but still wakes up at 3 a.m. with your mind racing, and you've tried meditation apps, melatonin, blue light glasses, and every sleep tip on the internet, but you're still lying there staring at the ceiling, watching the minutes tick by until your alarm goes off, you're not alone. Research suggests over a third of adults wake up at least 3 nights a week, and that's exactly why what I'm about to share with you will change everything. Because the real reason you can't sleep through the night has little to do with willpower or being a bad sleeper. The truth is, your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock, has been thrown off course. See, most people think those 3 a.m. wake-ups are random. They're not. Your body is often following a broken pattern that can be reinforced by years of artificial light exposure, irregular meal timing, and chronic stress responses. Here's what's really happening. In the early morning hours, your body begins preparing for wake-up by increasing alertness signals, and for many high performers, that rise happens too early and too sharply. That shift can trigger what sleep scientists call conditioned arousal. Basically, your brain has been trained to wake up and stay alert at the exact time you should be in your deepest sleep. It's like having an internal alarm clock that goes off at the worst possible moment every single night. And here's the kicker. The more you lie there frustrated, checking your phone or trying to force yourself back to sleep, the stronger this pattern becomes. Your brain literally learns that 3 a.m. means time to be awake and anxious. This isn't your fault. You've been fighting a biological system with willpower and random tips. That's like trying to fix a broken engine with duct tape. Let me make this real. One of my clients, a senior exec who was fine during the day but dreaded nights, woke up like clockwork at 3:12 a.m. for years. After we used a structured circadian reset and rewired the wake-up association, the 3 a.m. wake-ups dropped from every night to rare, and within a few weeks she was sleeping through until morning again, without stacking supplements or adding more apps. But once you understand how to reset your circadian rhythm using the same kinds of protocols used in high-performance environments, you can finally break free from this exhausting cycle. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I've worked with Fortune 500 leaders, elite athletes, and military personnel who all faced the same problem you're dealing with right now. And what I discovered will shock you. Your brain's sleep system can be reset, and it doesn't require years of therapy, expensive sleep clinics, or complicated routines that you simply don't have time for. And if this feels weirdly specific to you, it's not. Research estimates that around 30% of adults experience insomnia symptoms. What you actually need is a protocol that interrupts the automatic 3 a.m. wake-up pattern in your brain's arousal centers. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain's alert at 3 a.m. programming. Just like restarting a frozen computer, this protocol helps your sleep system start fresh, with new, healthy patterns of staying asleep through the night. It works through strategically timed circadian interventions, taking just minutes each day, that rebuild your natural sleep drive and retrain your nervous system to stay calm at night. It targets your brain's natural ability to form new sleep habits through consistent, small actions that compound over time. Think of it like reprogramming a car alarm that's been going off at 3 a.m. every night for months. Because it's not that the car wants to wake the neighbourhood up. It's that the alarm system got too sensitive. So even a small trigger, a tiny vibration, a temperature shift, a normal micro-awakening sets it off. Same thing here. Your brain's threat alert system became overtrained at that exact hour. And this is why willpower alone doesn't work. Sleep isn't something you can force. The harder you try to sleep, the more alert your nervous system becomes, and that feeds the exact loop you're trying to break. The beauty of this protocol is that it doesn't require hours of meditation or complex bedtime routines. Instead, it uses evidence-based behavioural levers designed to reduce prolonged middle-of-the-night awakenings and circadian tools like properly timed light exposure to help realign your internal clock. See, here's what most sleep experts get wrong. They tell you to try random tips like avoid screens or keep your room cool. But your 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't happening because your room is too warm. They're happening because your internal clock is confused and your nervous system has learned to fire up at exactly the wrong time. It's like trying to fix a broken watch by changing the battery, when the real problem is that the gears are out of sync. Most sleep advice treats symptoms, not the root cause, but this protocol is different. It rebuilds your sleep architecture from the ground up. So instead of fighting 3 a.m. wake-ups with willpower, you retrain your brain so 3 a.m. stops meaning time to be awake in the first place. Because your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock, controls when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. When that system gets disrupted by stress, irregular schedules, or poor light exposure, it can start sending wake-up signals too early. The protocol fixes this by giving your brain clear, consistent signals about when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake. Think of it like teaching a confused GPS the correct route home. Once it learns the right path, it stops taking those frustrating wrong turns. And in the next section, I'm going to show you what makes this protocol different from generic sleep hygiene. The exact 3 levers we use, and the order you use them, to shut down the 3 a.m. alarm at the source. But you might be wondering, how did I figure this out? Look, I need to be completely honest with you. I'm not a sleep doctor, therapist, or some fancy sleep specialist with years of clinical training. I don't have a PhD in sleep medicine or run a sleep clinic. I'm just a working parent who got tired of waking up at 3 a.m. every single night, staring at the ceiling until 5 a.m., then dragging myself through another day like a zombie. When my doctor handed me a prescription for sleeping pills and my therapist suggested better sleep hygiene, I knew they were missing something big. So I did what any desperate person would do. I dove into the research myself. What I discovered, buried in scientific journals, was shocking. The real cause of 3 a.m. wake-ups isn't stress or bad habits. It's something called conditioned arousal, where your nervous system literally learns to wake up at the same time every night. Stanford sleep researchers have documented this for decades, but somehow this critical information never makes it to regular people like us. Dr. Arthur Spielman's groundbreaking research at City College shows that 3 a.m. wake-ups happen because your circadian rhythm gets stuck in a broken pattern. Your brain chemistry literally shifts at that exact time, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline. But here's the kicker. The Journal of Sleep Medicine published studies proving that targeted behavioral interventions can reset this pattern in just 21 days. Not months, not years, 3 weeks. I started testing these methods on myself first, and by day 8, something happened that honestly blew my mind. I slept through the night for the first time in years. My wife noticed immediately. "You're not tossing and turning anymore," she said, "and you actually seem happy in the mornings." Then my sister saw the change during a family dinner. She pulled me aside and said, "Whatever you're doing, I need it. I haven't slept through the night since my divorce." I shared the protocol with her. 2 weeks later, she texted me, "I slept 8 hours straight last night. I forgot what that felt like." And I didn't stop there. A close friend of mine, someone who always said, "I'm fine, I just don't sleep," asked what I was doing after he heard me mention I hadn't had a 3 a.m. wake-up in over a week. I walked him through the same steps. A few days later he told me, "I didn't realize how much of my anxiety was just sleep debt stacking up." Word spread through our family, then to close friends. My neighbour asked for help after seeing me actually have energy to play with my kids after work. My colleague noticed I wasn't yawning through afternoon meetings anymore. Before I knew it, people started reaching out from everywhere, friends of friends, co-workers of co-workers, all asking the same question. "Can you help me sleep through the night?" And here's the part that still surprises me. I've now helped 250 plus people apply this same protocol, and the results kept coming. Sarah, a marketing director, went from 4-hour nights to consistent 7-hour sleep in 18 days. Mike, an entrepreneur, stopped his 3 a.m. anxiety spirals in just 12 days. These aren't my theories or opinions. This is documented science from peer-reviewed journals that somehow got buried in academic papers instead of reaching the people who desperately need it. I didn't create this system because I'm an expert. I created it because the research pointed to a solution that wasn't being used. The evidence that this works isn't based on my authority. It's based on clinical studies that have been hiding in plain sight. Your 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't permanent, and you don't need pills to fix them. The research proves it. So think about this. If you could follow a science-backed system that actually fixes the root cause of your 3 a.m. wake-ups instead of masking symptoms, what would that change for you? How would your mornings feel if you weren't starting the day already exhausted? What would your focus look like at work, your patience at home, your mood, your energy, if you were getting consistent 7 to 8 hour nights and waking up clear-headed? Because in the next part, I'm going to break down exactly what makes this protocol different from generic sleep hygiene. The specific sequence that interrupts the 3 a.m. alarm at the source and retrains your system to stay asleep through the night. And once you see how simple the first step is, you'll understand why nothing else you tried ever stuck. That's why I created the 21-day sleep reset, end 3 a.m. wake-ups, and sleep 7 to 8 hours consistently. This isn't just another sleep program filled with random tips you've already tried. It's a science-backed, step-by-step system designed specifically for busy professionals and parents who are tired of staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. while their mind races about tomorrow's deadlines. Unlike meditation apps that put you to sleep but don't keep you asleep, or scattered sleep hygiene tips that work for 2 days then stop, the 21-day sleep reset uses what I call the circadian rebuild protocol. This combines proven CBTI techniques with circadian rhythm reset strategies that work even with your demanding schedule and high-stress lifestyle. Here's what makes this system completely different from everything else you've tried. Module 1. Root Cause Mapping. We identify your personal sleep disruptors. Is it stress, light exposure, temperature, meal timing? Instead of guessing, you'll know exactly what's triggering those 3 a.m. wake-ups so you can fix the real problem, not just the symptoms. And you won't be doing this in your head. You'll get simple tracking templates that take 2 minutes a day so we can see patterns clearly, and a weekly review that tells you exactly what to adjust next. Module 2. Circadian Rebuild Protocol. This is where we reset your internal clock using specific light exposure, movement anchors, and temperature cues. Think of it like reprogramming your body's natural alarm system so it stops going off at 3 a.m. And yes, this works even if your schedule isn't perfect. Travel, late nights, early mornings. You'll learn how to lock in the key anchors so your sleep doesn't fall apart the moment life gets busy. Module 3. Behavioral Sleep Foundations. Here's where we use stimulus control and sleep compression techniques. These are the same methods sleep clinics charge thousands for, but simplified for your busy life. You'll retrain your brain to see your bed as a place for sleep, not worry. Most people notice a real shift within the first 7 days. Often, their first full night of uninterrupted sleep happens in that first week. Module 4. Nighttime Calm Toolkit. This tackles that racing mind head-on. You'll get structured breath protocols, cognitive diffusion techniques, and what I call the micro-wake protocol that gets you back to sleep in minutes instead of hours. So even if you wake up at 3 a.m., you'll know exactly what to do, step by step, without spiraling or grabbing your phone. Module 5. The 21-day implementation plan. Every single day is mapped out for you. No guesswork, no decision fatigue. Just follow the daily checklist and watch your sleep transform week by week. Each week ends with a quick reset review so you can see what's improving, what's still triggering you, and what to tweak next without overthinking it. Imagine this. It's 6 a.m. and you wake up naturally. No alarm needed. Your mind is clear, your body feels rested. You actually look forward to the day ahead instead of dreading it. Your spouse notices you're not snapping at breakfast anymore. Your colleagues see you making sharp decisions in meetings instead of struggling through brain fog. And when your head hits the pillow at night, you fall asleep quickly and stay asleep until morning. No more 3 a.m. anxiety sessions. No more watching the clock tick from 3:17 to 4:23 to 5:41. No more dragging yourself through another exhausted day, wondering if you'll ever feel human again. This is exactly what happens when you fix the root cause of your sleep problems instead of just treating the symptoms. Now, you might be wondering how much a complete 21-day sleep transformation program like this costs. If you hired a sleep specialist for one-on-one coaching, you'd easily pay $2,000 or more. Even basic sleep clinics charge $1,500 just for an assessment, without any actual solution. Think about what you're already spending on your sleep problems. Those over-the-counter sleep aids, that's $50 a month, every month. The productivity you're losing from brain fog and exhaustion, that could cost you promotions worth thousands. The strain on your marriage from irritability and separate bedrooms, some relationships don't survive chronic sleep deprivation. But here's the thing, I didn't create the 21-day sleep reset to make it another expensive program that only wealthy executives can afford. I created it because I know what it's like to stare at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering if you'll ever sleep normally again. That's why I'm not charging $2,000. I'm not even charging $500. For a limited time, you can get the complete 21-day sleep reset program for just $147. That's less than $7 per day to end those 3 a.m. wake-ups forever. And because I want every exhausted professional and parent to have access to this, I'm also offering a payment plan of just 3 payments of $49. Think about it this way. You probably spend more than that on coffee each month just to function after another sleepless night. For less than what you'd pay for a single doctor visit, you get the complete 21-day sleep reset program with daily protocols, root cause mapping to identify your personal sleep disruptors, CBTI-inspired techniques simplified for busy schedules, the Nighttime Calm Toolkit with anxiety and rumination solutions, sleep tracking templates and weekly review sheets, travel and disruption troubleshooting worksheets, lifetime access so you can revisit the program anytime. And to make this completely risk-free, you're covered by a simple guarantee. Try the program, follow the plan, and if you don't see meaningful improvement, you can email us within 14 days for a full refund. This isn't just another sleep program filled with generic tips you've already tried. This is a complete circadian rebuild system that addresses the real reason you wake up at 3 a.m. with racing thoughts. But I need to be completely honest with you. This special launch pricing is only available for the next 72 hours. After that, the price increases to $297. And yes, there's a countdown timer on this page so you'll know exactly how much time is left. And here's why I have to limit this offer. I'm personally reviewing every sleep tracking sheet and providing guidance to make sure this program works for you. To maintain that level of support, I can only work with 200 people at a time. We're already at 147 spots filled, and we update that number in real time because once we hit 200, enrollment closes completely until the next group opens in 3 months. Now, right before you click, let me share something quickly. Sarah, a marketing director, told me she'd accepted that she was just a broken sleeper. She joined, followed the daily checklist, and in under 3 weeks she went from 4-hour nights to consistent 7-hour sleep again. Her exact words were, "I forgot what it feels like to wake up calm." So if you're tired of lying awake at 3 a.m. wondering when this nightmare will end, if you're ready to wake up refreshed instead of exhausted, if you want to be sharp at work and patient with your family again, click the button below right now to secure your spot in the 21-day sleep reset. Don't wait until the price doubles or all spots are filled. This is your chance to finally sleep through the night without pills, apps, or complicated routines. Your family needs the real you back. Your career depends on your mental sharpness, and you deserve to feel human again. And because I want to make sure you have everything you need to end those 3 a.m. wake-ups forever, I'm including these powerful bonuses absolutely free when you join today. Bonus number 1, Emergency Sleep Rescue Kit Audio Collection, $97 value. This collection of 7-minute audio interventions helps you handle middle-of-the-night wake-ups in real time, perfect for when you're lying there at 3:17 a.m. with your mind racing about tomorrow's presentation or your teenager's attitude problem. Keep these on your phone for instant access whenever your brain decides it's time to solve the world's problems at 3 a.m. Bonus number 2, Travel Sleep Survival Guide, $67 value. This step-by-step guide walks you through exactly how to maintain your sleep gains during business trips, family vacations, and time zone changes. No more losing weeks of progress because you had to fly to Chicago for a conference. These proven strategies help you sleep soundly in any hotel bed, any time zone. Bonus number 3, Weekend Sleep Trap Escape Plan, $47 value. This unique guide shows you how to enjoy your weekends without destroying your sleep schedule. Learn the exact formula for sleeping in without wrecking Monday morning, how to handle late dinner parties, and what to do when your spouse wants to binge watch Netflix until midnight. Keep your social life and your sleep gains. Bonus number 4, Quick Win Sleep Fixes Cheat Sheet, $37 value. This one-page reference gives you instant solutions for the most common sleep disruptions busy people face. What to do when your mind won't shut off, how to fall back asleep after your toddler wakes you up, and the 2-minute technique that stops clock watching anxiety cold. Tape this to your nightstand for emergency relief. That's $248 in bonuses, yours free when you join the 21-day sleep reset today. Now I understand you might be thinking, I've tried everything for my sleep problems. What makes this different? You've probably bought sleep aids that left you groggy, downloaded meditation apps that put you to sleep but didn't keep you asleep, tried random tips from articles that worked for 3 days then stopped. That's why I'm offering a completely risk-free guarantee. You get a full 14 days to decide. Join the 21-day sleep reset and follow the protocol for the first 7 days. If you don't sleep through the night at least 4 out of those 7 nights, if you're still waking up at 3 a.m. with racing thoughts, if you don't feel noticeably more rested and sharp during the day, simply email us anytime within 14 days and we'll refund every penny. No questions asked, no hoops to jump through. I'm so confident in this system because I've seen it work for thousands of busy professionals just like you. People who were convinced they were just bad sleepers. People who had tried everything from expensive mattresses to prescription sleep aids. People who couldn't remember the last time they slept through the night without waking up exhausted. You have nothing to lose except those 3 a.m. wake-ups and everything to gain. But I need to tell you something important. This offer won't be available for long. Here's why. The 21-day sleep reset is limited to just 200 people per enrollment period. Once we hit that number, the doors close. And right now, we're at 147 people. That means only 53 spots remain. And yes, there's a countdown timer on this page. Because the 72-hour enrollment window ends when the timer hits 0, or when the 200 spots are filled, whichever comes first. But here's what really matters. If you miss this enrollment window, you'll have to wait another 8 weeks for the next one to open. Think about that for a second. 8 more weeks of staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. 8 more weeks of dragging yourself through meetings on 4 hours of sleep. 8 more weeks of snapping at your kids because you're exhausted. 8 more weeks of watching your work performance slip while your colleagues get ahead. Can you really afford to wait that long? Every night you delay is another night of broken sleep, another morning of brain fog, another day of running on empty. And here's what scares me most. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break the pattern. Your brain gets more comfortable with those 3 a.m. wake-ups. Your nervous system gets stuck in that anxious loop. What feels manageable today becomes your new normal tomorrow. I've seen it happen too many times. People who could have fixed this in 21 days end up struggling for months, even years. Don't let that be you. At this point, you have 3 clear paths ahead of you. Option 1. You can keep doing what you've been doing. Keep trying random sleep tips you find online. Keep popping melatonin and hoping tonight will be different. Keep telling yourself you'll figure it out eventually. This path leads to more of the same. 3 a.m. wake-ups, exhausted mornings, and watching your energy and patience slowly drain away. Your work suffers. Your relationships suffer. Your health suffers. Option 2. You can try to piece this together yourself. Maybe you'll buy a few sleep books, download another meditation app, try to create your own system from scattered advice. But here's the problem. You've already tried this approach, haven't you? It's why you're still awake at 3 a.m. Without a complete protocol that addresses your circadian rhythm, nighttime anxiety, and behavioral patterns all at once, you're just putting band-aids on a broken system. Option 3. You can join the 21-day sleep reset and follow a proven, step-by-step system specifically designed for busy professionals like you. In just 21 days, you can end those 3 a.m. wake-ups and start sleeping 7 to 8 hours consistently. And this isn't a temporary fix that disappears on day 22, because the whole point of the program is that you build a repeatable system. The same anchors, the same micro-wake protocol, the same reset routine you can use anytime life throws travel, deadlines, or a chaotic week at you. So when you have a rough night in the future, you won't panic and spiral. You'll know exactly how to course correct in 24 hours. No more guesswork, no more scattered tips, just a clear protocol that rebuilds your sleep from the ground up. The choice seems obvious, doesn't it? The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose yourself today. Because the truth is, you deserve to sleep through the night. You deserve to wake up refreshed and energized. You deserve to be sharp at work and patient at home. Those 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't your fault, but fixing them, that's your choice. Click the button below to secure your spot in the 21-day sleep reset for just $147. Remember, only 53 spots remain, and this pricing is only available during this enrollment period, until the countdown timer hits 0 or enrollment fills. Give yourself permission to finally sleep well. Your family needs the energized version of you, not the exhausted one. Your career needs the sharp version of you, not the foggy one. Most importantly, you need this. Click the button below now. I'll see you inside the program. Your first full night of sleep is just 21 days away.